Peace of Mind by Tyler Childers is going to be played in standard tuning and then capoed on the first fret of the guitar. From this point forward, I'll speak as though this capo is the nut, and I'll refer to our frets as though they're 1, 2, and 3 instead of the real frets of like 2, 3, and 4 where they're at there. For this chord, or for this song, you're just going to need to know 3 chords, or really 4 chords. One is an E major. The reason it's 4 chords is because at one point this E major turns into an E7. You'll need to know a B7 and then an A major. The rhythm for this whole song is going to be a waltz feel, where you'll go down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. And the original down will be on whatever the root note of the chord is. The second down will be an alternating note, like the 5th of the root. Like it'll go down on an E and then down on a B to give a 2-beat feel within our first chord of. But the rest of after the initial down, the strike, your other downs are going to be higher in the register of the string. So like a low down and then higher down. And then the up is on the higher register of the strings, and the next down is in the strings 1 or in strings 5 or 6. So that's a waltz feel, and that happens through the entire song, that bouncy, kind of dancey waltz that takes place. The opening chord is going to be an E major. I've got an open 6 string, I've got my second finger on the 5 string 2 fret, my ring finger on the 4 string 2 fret, and my first finger on the 3 string 1 fret. Now I will mention, in the introduction to this lesson, the length of time that I was playing the E and the B7 at the beginning is not the same length of time as what Tyler Childers plays it. He plays and holds them for much longer than what I was doing. I was just wanting to give you an idea of how the changes were taking place. But so the opening chord is going to be this E major. You'll alternate between the open 6, down, down, up, and then the fretted 5, down, down, up, open 6, 5, 6, 5, and it'll do that back and forth as the lyrics begin. The next chord change to the song is going to be a B7, where you're going to put your second finger on the 5 string 2 fret. Your first finger will go on the 4 string 1 fret. Your ring finger will go on the 3 string 2 fret. You'll have an open 2 string, and then your pinky finger will go down on the 1 string 2 fret. You'll strike the 5 string, and then down, 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 up, and you'll walk with your second finger down to the 6 string 2nd fret. So here you're alternating with your second finger being on the 5 string 2 fret and the 6 string 2 fret. So you go 5 string, 6 string, 5 string, 6 string by moving your second finger, and it does that back and forth until eventually it goes back to the E chord, and it does another round of verse. Whenever we eventually get to the chorus, it's going to walk up to an A chord by going 6 string 2 fret, 6 string 4 fret to an A chord. The way that I'm making the A chord is I've got an open 5 string, and then I'm just using my first finger to bar strings 4, 3, and 2 on the 2nd fret, and the strumming pattern is the same, and now we're alternating though between an open 5 and an open 6 string. Then it goes back to the E chord. Then it goes back to the B7 chord. And then back to the E chord. Now in this next E chord it goes. So in this E chord, after the first down, 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 up, you're going to then, on the next down strum, hammer on with your pinky finger to the 3 string 2 fret. Inside of that E chord, you'll come back up, and then on the next down, you're going to go into an E7 chord by lifting up your ring finger off of the 4th string to expose the open 4 string, and you'll lift your pinky finger up to expose where your first finger should still be fretting the 3 string 1 fret. And then you'll walk up, that's going to sound like this. And then you'll walk back up to the A by going 6 string 2 fret 6th string 4th fret, and then the A chord. Back down to the E chord. Back to the B7 chord. And then back to the E chord. And Tyler ends on that lick right there. After an E chord, he'll go with his ring finger to, it looks like this is what he's doing. I'm not 100% sure, but this makes sense with where his fingers are and fits audibly with what's going on, or fits sonically with what's going on. So go with your ring finger to the 5th string 2 fret. You'll put your finger down on the 5th string 2 fret, pluck it, and then immediately slide it up to the 5th string 4 fret. Then you'll use your first finger to hit the 4th string 2 fret behind it. You'll go back to where your ring finger is. You'll go back to where your ring finger is, except for now you're going to want to move your ring finger to the 6th string 4th fret. You're going to pluck that and immediately slide it down to the 6th string 2 fret. So we've got pluck, slide, pluck, pluck, slide. And then an E chord. And then that's where it repeats back into the verse again. I will say that sometimes it sounds and looks like Tyler Childers in these E chords is lifting up his 2nd finger to expose the open 5th string and then hammer back down into 5th string 2 fret. So that could sound like this in 2 different ways. Here's without hammering. Here's with hammering. Or sometimes he may hammer inside of the low 6th string strike, but still hammering on the 5th string like this. Which that last one doesn't make a whole lot of change to the sound, but it is something that it looks like Tyler Childers is doing from time to time. So those are the chords in the progression to Peace of Mind by Tyler Childers. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach it.